I broke my leg playing rugby, leaving me unable to walk.
I'm videoing now.
So while I have this valid excuse to skip leg day, I thought, why not give my upper body a bit of a challenge? Now I've already rested for a couple of weeks, but I really need to get back into things. I'm also doing this challenge because all my life I've been overweight, and particularly in my upper body, I've always really not liked the way I've looked. And well, to be fair, I've just always looked pretty average, and my goal is to look like an absolute unit. Now, to some people, I know 100 press-ups a day may not seem like a lot, but to me, it's definitely going to be quite hard. Now, a lot of you guys loved my last challenge where I ran a 5k every day for 30 days. That was very cardio-based, but this one is going to be really intense on my upper body muscles, specifically my chest and my triceps. Now, I'm definitely aware that this is not the optimum way of training, and to be honest with you, it's probably the way to get yourself injured, but no pain, no gain. I like pushing my body to the limit, and we're going to see how this one goes. But first, we need to see how many press-ups I can do in one go. Alright, so a few hours before that, I basically went to get my cast taken off. I say cast, it was a bandage because they have the metal rod inside, so they don't need to stabilise the fracture. However, that was the first thing that needed doing before we can get into the press-ups. Basically, they revealed the staples, which they didn't say I had staples in my leg, they said I had dissolvable stitches, but not going to hold any shade. So because there was staples, I was absolutely pooing myself throughout this whole process. However, they got the little scissor things and chopped them off, and Bob's your uncle. As you can see, I thoroughly enjoyed that. But first, we need to see how many press-ups I can do in one go. This, along with knowing my body measurements, my weight, and my body track scan information, will allow me to see how much progress I've made over this 30 days. Obviously in this challenge we're going to see the most growth happen on the arms and the chest, so I'm excited to see what I managed to do in terms of the muscle growth in those parts.
Landscape, yeah?
Film.
This is going in the video, by the way.
Get dogs out.
Getting dogs out.
Ready? Yeah,
I can do it for longer.
Get rid of all the diseases.
my left leg is... Wow, can you do the maths on that one, please? Three kilos heavier.
No, 3.8.
3.8 kilos heavier because of the metal long.
Plenty to improve on there though. I want to see if I can try and get down my BMI score. Obviously I am carrying a lot of fat with me. I like my food. So I'm going to try and improve some of that. This is the starting weight of the challenge. With the weight, I'm expecting not a lot of movement purely because we're potentially going to see quite a lot of muscle gain throughout this challenge. Alright, so 27 was the number to beat. I was actually quite shocked by this. I didn't even think I could get that number of press-ups in one go, but I did, and that's the number to aim for the end of the 30 days, and I'm actually quite excited to see how many more press-ups I'm able to get in one go after 30 days of training. It's going to be good. Like, I genuinely cannot wait to see these results. So I've looked around the internet, and quite a lot of people have already tried this challenge, and a lot of them have seen some amazing progress. I want to see if I have the mental toughness to push through a challenge like this, and even maybe see results like some have, because in 30 days a lot can happen. I've also forced my brother to get involved, which...
But you don't have to do it all at once, you can just do it throughout the day, but as long as you stick to it.
I used to do 100.
What, you reckon you can?
Not all in one go. I can do
20 there, 20
4 sets
there.
of 25.
Yeah. You up for doing that, yeah?
Yeah.
and I didn't even have to pay him anything.
Mr. Rock, can you please stop?
So I think the only thing to do now is make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's go do some push-ups or press-ups or whatever you want to call them. Definitely a little bit apprehensive about tomorrow. It's going to be harder than I think it's going to be. If it's anything like the running challenge, yeah, the first week of the pain is going to be pretty bad. Oh well, I've chosen to do it now. No backing out. I'm still just trying to work out how it's actually going to work with my gym workouts, but I think there's a lot of things running through my head on this evening, but I got it straight. I sat down, did some editing work, and just basically tried to chill out, ate some food, got the protein in, ready for tomorrow. With this one being to do with the muscles in my body, I can't wait to see the results by the end of that 30 days. So today I woke up at around about 6 AM, got ready for the gym and hit 20 press-ups straight away to get ahead of the game. So with the realisation that I was going to be in a lot of pain during this 30 days due to the amount of exercise I was doing, basically I went to the shops to buy some protein shakes and some more chicken to hopefully get enough protein in for the speed of the recovery and the growth of the muscles. Because obviously my body isn't used to this new level of exercise and, well, I can't expect it to be, so I tried to get around about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now I know everybody says this in the video, that's the standard sort of unit, so I probably ended up getting about 120 grams of protein in per day, which is still nearly double the recommended average, so I'll take it. So as you may have noticed, I've been doing sort of sets of 15 and 20 press-ups. This is a method known as Grease the Groove. I found it watching Laura Try's version of this challenge, and it basically suggests that it's important to listen to your body and not to push till failure. It's to basically help you get through a challenge like this without hitting a wall of fatigue too soon, and so that you can maintain the quality of your reps over the quantity. So after day one, I was feeling pretty confident. You know, I left myself 20 before bed, which got them done pretty much easily. They did get a bit harder throughout the day because your muscles are fatigued, but yeah, felt alright. Make sure that I wasn't missing any press-ups so that I didn't have to restart the challenge. I was doing press-ups at the gym, as exercises and between sets, while cooking food, in the morning, in the night, in the shower, at my girlfriend's house and during some physio. So I'm starting to settle in a little bit easier to this challenge now, basically still not enjoying press-ups, but I'm sure we'll get there.
I woke up this morning basically with real pain in my chest here, so that's not great.
I think it's like it's over the top of your pec or the start of your delt. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know in the comments if you do know. But from videos I've watched in the past, I'm pretty sure this is called delayed onset muscle soreness, and it's where the lactic acid sort of builds up in your muscles and just causes like a really dull aching pain, and it's not nice. So what I'm going to do is basically increase the amount of water I drink by about 2 litres per day, but also increase the protein to about 180 grams a day and see where that gets me. So like with the Grease the Groove method of training, all I was really doing here was listening to my body and trying to adapt my lifestyle to fit the new load of training. I started feeling pain, so I adjusted things and the pain went away.
After being about halfway through my press-ups today, you know, that pain sort of doesn't feel too bad. I stretched it out this morning. So far, I've been doing pretty well in terms of getting my 100 in before bedtime. It's 10 o'clock at night and I still have 45 press-ups to do.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Oh, I can do 20 in a row, and then after that, you know, the second set I can only do about -3 press-ups. Well, this will be a lesson for the rest of the challenge out. How many is that, like? 20. Oh, they were the hardest 20 presses I've done yet. Wow, I'm really bad at this. 35 done. Let's get the last 10 done and try and be more. I can't even speak. And try and be more organised tomorrow. I'm too tired for this.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning out, I guess I'll never know. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
Wow, that has been one of the best months of my life. I'm basing that on how much I've learned and how much I've overcome. And to be honest with you, predominantly mentally. Anyway, waffling. If you're interested though, over the last 30 days, I also baked a banana cake. My Australian family came over to visit for a few weeks. I managed to get back into college for the last few weeks and finish up the graphic design project, which ended up having an end of year show for, which was pretty cool. And I even got swinging a golf club again, which I didn't think I'd be doing for at least another few months. And finally on that, I would just like to thank my brother, because he's been taking me to the gym when I couldn't walk, when I couldn't drive. And without him, my body would have just lost all its muscle even quicker and even more muscle loss. Talking about muscle loss though, this is a before and after of my legs from a few days before the break, and obviously now. And that wasn't even a leg day either, that was a push session. So that was chest and triceps. No leg pump at all. Hopefully muscle memory kicks in. I know some of you commented about that in my last video. So then, are you ready for some statistics? Aside from the 20 press up increase over the 30 days, which I'm over the moon with, this is what I looked like before the challenge, and this is what I look like after the 30 days of 100 daily press ups. Now, it's not a massive difference, I understand. However, progress that I've been able to make in 4 weeks, well, I'm happy with it anyway. My arms grew 2 centimeters, although my right one actually grew by 1.5 centimeters, bringing them both to a 40 centimeter potential imbalance. My chest grew by 4 centimeters, my shoulders by 8 centimeters, and on my belly, I lost only a couple of centimeters there. However, all good things. I wonder how much difference there would be in 3 months of this. Moving then next onto my weight. Now, as you can see here, my weight stayed the same, and I did predict this at the start of the video because I knew that I'd be gaining muscle along with some fat loss. So I wasn't expecting anything drastic there. My metabolic age decreased by 2 years, and my BMI actually increased by 0.5%. Now this is something that I wanted to focus on to decrease because it's basically your fat percentage, your percentage of your body that's not really any good stuff. I don't really have a reason for it going over. My diet was pretty good. So if you do know an answer why that could be, please let me know in the comments because I'm really interested to actually find out what that could be.
So the camera skills.
It's obviously things haven't changed loads, but at least there's been some progress. I think it must have been that breakfast this morning. Me 45 million pancakes, bacon, sausage and hash browns. I just gave in this morning, didn't I?
And interestingly, my core weights, that's sort of like the chest and all the abs that I don't really have, but technically do. On paper, I have abs. My core weight increased by 1.2 kilograms. Now, this is what 1.2 kilograms of muscle looks like. Now, look, again, I'm happy with that. I think really the last thing to talk about is how this has impacted me mentally. You know, I like to talk about it, I go on about it because it is so important, and again, I can only say positive things about this. I found it easier to get up in the morning. Even though you would have thought I wouldn't want to get out of bed because that means I have to do some press-ups, I actually enjoyed getting out of bed earlier to focus on this one sole purpose of completing 100 press-ups. It's not a lot, I know, but it sure is something to focus on and something to apply yourself to, and I just really enjoyed that. I think the last thing to say to you guys is thank you so much for not only watching this video but supporting my channel over the last couple of months. We've grown by like 1,000 subscribers, and my running video has just done like insane numbers, and I just can't thank you enough. If you do want to see the running video though, check it out here if you haven't seen it. I'm guessing most of you have, but also if you want to find out more about my leg, this video will help you out with that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.